Hello and welcome to the wedding series. If you don't know, my name is Robinson-Daley and I just recently got married and I thought I would do a wedding series just to help some of my viewers out. You see, when I was getting married, I never had any guidance as to what the process was in the UK and how you go about stuff. And you know what? Looking back on my day, I had the most amazing day. And thankfully, I have a personality that I know what I want and I go for what I want. But for those who don't, I think this series would be an excellent source of information, showing you the varying details of marriages and the whole process that you've got to plan and you got to think about and take into account. And I think by us sharing with you our journey, it could help you as well. If this is something you're interested in, continue watching. And if it's even not something that you plan to do but you just want to see, continue watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Robinson, and by the time you're watching this, my last name may have changed. So if you've been keeping up with me, you would have known that I had gotten engaged. It is now the 14th of January, Saturday. We're just coming from church, and I was saying to Mervyn, we should have vlogged our whole process after us getting engaged and planning our wedding, because we're planning our wedding now and we're doing it ourselves. Because I'm a bit particular with stuff, right? And I'm very hands-on. So I know that I would not have given a wedding planner the space that they need and stuff, because I go want to know, oh, where you do this, or how this is coming out, or whatever, right? So I just decided I'm going to plan it myself, and I'm quite good at planning stuff anyway. We have already booked our reception venue. You guys will see the reception. So guys, by this time we had already looked at 6 venues. For the reception, what I wanted, and for my wedding overall, I wanted something that when I looked at it, I would have felt happy. I would have known that on the day I would be good. And initially I had wanted to have the wedding ceremony as well as the reception in one place, just so we didn't have to travel. But then when I started looking at reception venues or venues, as I mentioned in the previous vlog, I believe you would have seen it, like wedding details and the legalities, I never realized that to have a wedding you would need to have an approved site. And what I was finding in Birmingham was that a lot of these sites weren't approved for weddings, but they were approved for the reception bit. So then I thought, you know what, let me have a church wedding and then I'll have the reception somewhere else. And this is the final place I had chosen for the reception, only because when I walked in, darling, they offered a wide range of stuff. I was pleased with how outside looked, because I had visited a number. As I said, I visited 6 in total, and none of them were as appealing as this one. When I walked in, I was looking at the different chandeliers that they had and just the overall decorations and so forth, and I was like, yeah. And also I could customize it to fit my theme. What I found with the others were that some of them were just really expensive for no reason, and they didn't offer the wide variety like this Badger Palace offered. And they had different packages at Badger Palace which you could use based off your own price range and your budget. And I think that was pretty cool. And they had a load of varying backgrounds and things that you could use to as much whatever your theme was. And that was really essential for me. Not only that, but I did get to have my own bridal room, and it was just, it was just making sense. And also what I found with a lot of reception places was that they were charging you an arm and a leg, and you couldn't have an outside caterer. For me, I wanted to have someone who I know that the food was going to be amazing. Hello, we're Caribbean people. We love food. So with this, I was able to bring in our external caterer. With the other venues, I found that they were saying, oh, we only have an approved list of caterers. And for some of the hotels that I visited as well, because I visited some hotels in this, and they were subpar. Like, they were like, oh, we have only 2 approved caterers, and the 2 of them were like, someone who wasn't my own race, and I just thought, if you're gonna have only approves caterers at least have a wide range, not just from one race or but I chose this and I was so happy with it. On the day that I know it was going to look fabulous, and I wasn't going to compromise on anything. I'm planning to get married only once, and I want to do it and have no regrets. So this is the final place we went for. We went for some like Yasmin banqueting suite. That was really cool as well, but only thing outside was not nice. Didn't want that at all. Outside looked very industrial, but inside was beautiful. So if you have a lower budget, you could also try that out. We did go for botanical gardens as well, but it was beautiful. However, the menu options were very limited. I was not pleased. I was not gonna, no, I decided no. And the decorations wasn't as this one was. So at the end, in fact, we had decided to only go for 80 guests initially. And when we went here, they can cater up to 800 guests. And the guy asked us, please, could we make sure, could you add more people to your list? And that's how we end up going to 200 instead. And I told him we're not going any further. For my wedding, I'm not a believer in inviting everybody and them. Nah, I believe in inviting people who are genuinely happy for you, people who have reached out and have made their happiness known to you. And as such, we decided, okay, we can go to 200 because we think we know 200 people who are really happy for us. But I didn't want to just go to 800 just because we could have done it. No, I'd rather pay for it and have some empty benches there and empty tables rather than invite everybody now. You know what I'm saying? So this is the one we finally went for. So I think the main takeaway for choosing your locations and your venues would be whether you want to have it together or separately. That's the main ceremony and the reception. If you're having it separately, understand the different packages that your ceremony or the reception venue offers. Understand the kind of vibe you're going for. I wanted a timeless elegance. I wanted something that I can look back on these photos and just think, oh my gosh, like it was amazing. Like everything was perfect. And so for me, we decided to go for this place and it was well worth it. We have looked at a few church venues to have the wedding ceremony at, but still we haven't like confirmed the church venue, and that is really what we want to confirm, to be honest. That's really what I want to do today. So unfortunately I was not vlogging when we went to look at the various reception venues. I wasn't vlogging that, and I really wish I did. And I even got some clips of each venue, but for some reason I deleted them. I just deleted them. So I decided that I'm going to start vlogging as of this point. I am now going to just start vlogging. So I hope that you guys enjoy this vlog. I'll try to include a clip of the actual place that we went with. We visited, how many places did we visit? Initially, like December, when did we visit the first place? Like December 26th, was it? Like Boxing Day?
Boxing Day. Oh, yeah.
Boxing Day, we visited one, that was Yasmin Banqueting Suite. And then, on January 3rd, we visited 5 places. We visited Botanical Gardens. We visited, where again do we go? We visited Edgbaston Park Hotel. We visited, oh my gosh, we visited 3 others, right? But what we were looking for was, obviously we had our own caterers, because when it comes to food, we feel like food for nice, and we are Caribbean people, we're Jamaicans, and our food has to like really be good. So we have a caterer already, which happens to be Mervin's cousin, who will be looking into doing our, obviously, the food and stuff, right? So we needed a location that allowed external caterers, and 3 of those that we visited didn't allow it. So like Edgbaston Park Hotel, they didn't allow external caterers, and the venue wasn't given, to be honest, because I had a certain theme in mind. We told our family, my mom and Mervin's family as well were there, what we wanted, what our theme was, what our color scheme was, and everything like that. And I'm not gonna lie, the support has been tremendous, to be honest. And we even put people in charge of like decorations. So my mom, my sister, and Mervin's aunt and cousin were in charge of decorations. But the venue that we have now, we doing the decorations for us. Like, they'll be covering a lot of stuff. So probably like 4 weeks after we got engaged, or 2 weeks after they knew, I formed a bridesmaid group, you know, trying to work stuff out and whatnot. So we've been planning, we've been having a lot of things happening on the way and stuff like that. So I'm quite pleased with where we are. As I said, the reception venue is booked. I'm just trying to get the wedding venue. Initially, I wanted everything in one venue, but I didn't find a venue that gave what it was supposed to give. So I decided, okay, cool, we'll do it 2 different places, and then we'll just make sure that they're within a fair little bit of like space in between each space, like place, so that the drive is not too long. So now we'll just come back from church. We're gonna stop by my home and get something to eat, and then we're gonna go on our way to look at the wedding venues. We looked at 6 wedding reception places. We chose 1 out of the 6. Now we looked at 4 potential wedding venues already, but they weren't given, so we've turned on all 4. So we have about 4 or 5 on our list now to go look at. Hopefully we can decide on one. We can speak to somebody and stuff like that. All right, so we're gonna go in, have something to eat, have breakfast, and then touch back on the road. So I'll catch you guys back later in the...
So then we googled some churches, and one that was within close proximity came up, and it was this one. And we weren't going to even go inside. To be fair, on the day when we went, the gates were open and everything. I just forgot to take a video of that. But then we decided, okay, you know what? Since the gates are open, why not just go in? And when we went in, we were pleasantly surprised. Look at that beauty. And then to make it even better, we then were, we heard talking. So someone came out and they were like, hold up. The bishop came out, actually. Bishop Edmund came out and he was like, did I like miss a meeting time with you guys or something? Like, he was worried that he had forgotten a meeting he had. And he's like, no, we're just looking to get married. And he's like, yeah, okay, like, welcome. Like, you know, we would love to have you. We would love to have you. Tell us about yourself. Like, his demeanor was so welcoming. And I felt so at ease with him there. And he's just a vibe, man. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go here. And we loved it. And yeah, there was a whole reaction video that I had filmed after this. And for some reason, I deleted it by mistake. So you won't get to see.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite unassuming as well. Like, okay, now they do live streams. So if I wanted to, you know, do my own thing. The chandeliers are great addition, and I have space for my 2 brothers and me to walk down here. That is the pastor of the church. He just gone. He's very funny. We got music. We got an instrument. Yeah, they can do the whole thing for us. So yeah. We just need to get, obviously, a marriage certificate, and we'll do that and stuff. But yeah. What are you feeling about it? Happy?
I actually like it.
Yeah. I quite like it, to be
I
honest.
think about decorations, it's quite a lot.
Huh?
They're quite open for like decorations as well. Like they have the flowers already.
They have the flowers already and everything. So we need minimal decorations, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the chandelier there.
The chandeliers are nice. Traditional church wedding, here we come. Yeah. So guys, this is one of the churches that we were considering, and I'll show you why when you get around to the front. But that is the front there, and this is the entrance as well. But this church is really beautiful. Like, really, really beautiful. You'll see the what I consider the front. Yeah. And so that, hold up, where the door, thank you, sir. So that is that church, and I think that was so beautiful, but that's not the front. That's the thing. That should have been the opening, right? They could have, I think they could have still made an opening right there. Whereas with the other church, the opening is literally where it was, and I'm gonna come in and it's beautiful. You know, like inside, like the plush red carpets. I don't even think I would like it's proper traditional church, but a plush red carpet, I think it's really nice. That the pastor is really nice and everything. I've just texted the lady and she's just responded, so I'm gonna go hear what she has to say. But no, I really like it. We're gonna visit another church as well, just because we don't. Well, to be honest, this was not the first church that we visited. We visited 4 churches before that, and we never liked them. We came here, and this was really lovely. We visited that one. So this is the 6th church that we visited now. Yeah, that one just now. So the 5th one is the one that we're going with most likely. That's the Bethel church. We're gonna visit another one, makes 7. And then we'll decide after that. You know what I realized with us though is that, you see, when we set our mind to something, we do it very quickly. Even to choose the reception venue, we went one day. No, not one day. We went the first day. We looked at Yasmin Banqueting Suite, but that was just a quick pass by. But the actual day when we went, the 3rd of January, we went and looked about 5 or 6, and we decided that day. So then the following day we went back, and we then made a down payment, so we chose that. And then now today, that same day as well, we walked around a few as well, a few other church venues, because we then decided that we're now gonna have 2 separate locations for the wedding venue and whatever. And then that day we looked at 4, just drove by 4 to see. But then today was actually that we started looking at some, and we potentially found our own. So I'm gonna check out that email that the lady sent. My God. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the email that the lady sent. Not email, the text that Sister Dion sent. And yeah.
So yes, guys, we did go for the Bethel United Church. It was beautiful. This is some of the photos that we took on the day. We are so happy we went with this church. The bishop did an amazing job. I told you his vibe was on point, and it really came through for the service. The way we had designed it and decorated it as well, you see, it's so lovely. It went with our theme, timeless elegance. We had bought a red carpet and put it outside, just so it had that little touch of elegance, you know. So this was a church originally without the decorations, right? And then when I looked at this, I thought, let's spruce this up. So this was the idea I was going behind, to get the decorations, and this is how it turned out. This was how the decorations turned out, because we as a family went and decorated the night before, and it was just so amazing. Like, I loved it. Very simple but very classy and very beautiful. I love how it came out in the photos, and I love the chandelier and the live streaming. I told them I wanted to stream from my YouTube platform, and they allowed me to. So thank you, Bethel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This covers the ceremony location and also the reception venue location as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the other episode of the marriage series. Bye.